it's your gal, Dimply Bean, at it again with another piece of quality content. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video where I briefly mentioned that I never get sent wigs. I know obviously I shouldn't ever expect to be sent wigs. I'm not saying that at all. I just think for someone who wears wigs as much as I do and enjoys them so much, it would be nice to be sent wigs. And then shortly after I put that video out, I got an email from a company called DonaLove Hair who wanted me to do a review on one of their wigs. What? So I excitedly rushed to their website, went through all of their wigs. It took me, I don't even know how long to go through them all. It took a while, I could not decide at all. And then in the end, I decided to go for a wig that I do not own anything similar to. So I opted for a lavender toned wig with a fringe. For two reasons. One, I don't own a wig with a fringe, and two, I'm thinking of actually getting a fringe put into this hair right here, and was kind of curious as to whether I would suit it. Of course, I know that the fringe on a wig is going to obviously be different than a fringe on my actual natural hair, but just to see how it would frame my face, I just really wanted to know. So as soon as I picked the wig, I told them, they sent it out, and boom, here we have the parcel for it. So first of all, the parcel is a little bit battered, which is kind of unfortunate, but ultimately, you know, it's a wig. It's not like it's gonna be damaged in any way from being crumpled. Like, it's not something that I'm concerned about. Upon opening it, I noticed that they'd included a few extra things, which they really didn't need to do, but it's absolutely lovely of them to do. They included a cute necklace. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would wear, and then some lashes that I'm not completely convinced of, but it's still a very nice gesture. I'm sure that I'll find some use for them. He also sent me a wig cap, this lovely lady on it. It makes me laugh every single time I see it. But then the thing that I was most shocked by and absolutely think was above and beyond of what they needed to do was they sent me a brush specifically for wigs. It's the kind of brush that's got spikes, but it doesn't have like the little balls on the end. Don't take that the wrong way. And they all are on like different levels as well. Like it just seems to be very quality. Yeah, it works nicely in my natural hair, but I can see how it being so soft that it would work very nicely on wigs as well. The most important thing is obviously the wig itself. Now, upon immediate inspection, I genuinely wouldn't think that this was synthetic. I could very easily confuse these hair fibers for the real deal, which is probably due to the way that they've treated them, the way that they've dyed them. I don't know how they've managed to do it, but it's created this like musky lavender color as opposed to something that's too bright. I think that's an issue with a lot of the synthetic wigs that I have, is that they're too bright and garish, whereas this one is very natural looking. I like the curls as well at the bottom, that adds something extra to it. So I want to put that wig on, but I think first of all I'm going to do some rather nice makeup to my face. I do sometimes put wigs on before I do the makeup, but if I'm being honest, I much prefer to do my makeup before applying wigs. So if I can help it, I'm just going to apply my makeup first, because screw it, you've already seen my natural hair. The illusion is gone. You know that I'm about to put on a wig, whatever. So first of all, I'm going to start off with, surprise, surprise, the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I don't really need to show you or talk about the product much because I have mentioned it numerous times, my views on e.l.f. primers and how much I love them and how much I think that this one's good, but also not as good as their other primers. I'm just going to rub that into my skin. Oh, nice. Okay, moving on to the next step, which is the foundation. I've got the Bling Cat Cotton Cover Cushion, which obviously has the most adorable packaging I have ever known. Fact. And we're just gonna squish it on the little cat themed cushion right there, and all you need to do is squish, 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 and you get some product on your little pad here. Just to fit with the apparent cat theme that we've got going on. I've got the CATSMONG Blemish Talk Concealer, and this I'm going to put under my eyes and just generally around my face where it just doesn't quite look right. And I'm just going to take the same padded sponge thing that I used for this. Not sure if that's something I'm supposed to do, but I'm doing it anyway. So the next step is going to be applying some matte powder. This is the Chica matte powder in the color matte pink. Yes, it is pink toned. I wasn't so sure about this either when I first got it, but as a pink toned lady, it works. It actually matches my skin, which just shows how luminescently pink my natural skin is. don't apply powder with your mouth open, folks. It don't taste good. Now, I really want some new bronzer because I'm a little bit bored with the bronzers that I've got at the moment. Probably the only proper bronzer that I've got right now is this e.l.f. standard bronzer. I don't even know its name. It's just not particularly exciting, but it does the job. So today I'm going to go with the Urban Decay Brow Box because I feel like I haven't used it for a while. Yes, they do not match. No, I do not care. Anywho, moving on to the next step, which is the eyeshadow. And I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette with the color Soul. So the next thing I'm gonna do now is move on to a little cut crease action, she says with a nervous voice. And I'm gonna use the eyeshadow White Base by NYX. I don't know what it is about this particular look, but it's making me look a little bit cross-eyed. Now I'm gonna go back to my Norvina palette and take the color in Celestial. Oops, wrong one, this one. Okay, the lashes are now on after much drama of them not wanting to go on my face. I feel like they're a little bit too dark on my eyes and they just kind of need brightening up a little bit. So I've got the Model's Own Glitter Mix. And now I'm gonna go in with the Glossier Lip Gloss in Holographic, even though it's not actually holographic, but we'll leave that, we won't get into that subject. So now is the fun part. Let's get this wig on. Okay, first of all, I'm just gonna plait my hair real quick. Nothing really interesting there. I'm not very good at plaiting. I cannot do hair. I'm just gonna plait it real quick just so then it's out of the way. I'm not gonna mess this whole operation up, you know? This is probably the worst plait that I've ever done. It's gonna go in a bold cap anyway, so who cares? Just gonna give it a little brush. Oh, hello there. Okay, I really like this. Let's bring in this mirror a little bit closer. I think it's safe to say that fringes do indeed suit me. I mean, at least this particular fringe suits me. I think it looks very cute. I quite like this kind of cut right here. I think this is my new favorite wig. Let's analyze this real quick. I like the length. I think I don't know whether you can see it very well, but it kind of just stops here. It is very nice to work with. It was a little bit difficult to put on, I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit awkward. But overall, I think that's probably the only negative that I can see. I think the only other possible thing is that the hairline here is a bit strange. I think, to be honest, that's just because I'm used to a lace front wig as opposed to a fringe wig. And I think that that's it in terms of things that I dislike about it. I think it's a very likable wig. If I do say so myself, I think this wig suits me. The color is gorgeous. It's not garish, but it's just different enough for it to be interesting, you know? It's cute, it's a cute color. And I like the fringe style as well. I don't think block fringes would suit me, and that's the reason why I picked this particular wig, is because it has this wispy kind of bitty fringe here, which I think generally speaking would suit my face shape anyway. I do really like it. I think this has kind of convinced me that I should probably get a fringe. I'm still completely shocked and honored that someone actually sent me a wig for free. They've been lovely from the start, and to actually like the wig this much is kind of just the icing on the cake, really. I feel like an iced cake right now. I am happy. Anyways, so as always, if you like this video, then don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, or my scarier content, or my stupider content, then hit that subscribe button. If you want to be a full-on stalker and keep up to date with every single one of my videos and when they're posted, click that little bell icon next to the little subscribe button, you know, that does that for you rather nicely. And comment, because as always, I absolutely love reading your comments. I love hearing what you have to say about my videos, any suggestions for future videos, all of that nonsense. I love reading, so go do that. It's nice. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.